Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another special edition of Evergreen Cinema. Joining me this week in the studio is local actor, television host Nari Naghib. He's actually been overseas here recently on personal business, not for work, but finally got a chance to catch up with him. Nari, thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure, Scott, to be here.
Right on. Well, now just recently you played a supporting part in my television series, Emerald Nights. But before we get to that, let's talk about this big trip. You're just in the Middle East. Talk to us about it.
Yes, Scotty, I went to the Middle East. I went to Iran. That's where I'm originally from. I went and saw my family. I went to Dubai. It's the Vegas of the Middle East. I was there for about a day and a half. You know, in the 70s, it used to be just all desert. And Iran was amazing. The hospitality, the warmth, the food was amazing. The weather was great. It's kind of tough to be back in Seattle, actually, on that count, on the weather count.
So no work, no TV or film. It was just strictly pleasure then.
Strictly pleasure. You know, went to polo matches. Went on a 20-hour train ride. I felt like I was like the Mahatma Gandhi. I went and saw the whole countryside. It was awesome, Scott.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you just got back, but on your way back in, there were some complications with your flights. And that you got laid up in New York, and tell us about that.
Sure. Basically what happened, Scott, was I was flying back Emirates, and there was a delay out of Tehran, which made me miss on two continents. I missed my connecting flights on 2 different continents. All I wanted to do was get back to Seattle. I'd been away for 74 days. I got to JFK. The gal at the JFK counter said, you know, I'm sorry, sir, but JetBlue only flies to SeaTac once a day. So I had to rent a hotel around JFK, and that's the Jamaica part of Queens.
Okay.
I felt like there was a ripple in the space-time continuum, and I was in the CMB, the Cash Money Brothers from New Jack City.
You probably felt more safe in the Middle East than you did in that neighborhood.
I did.
So you're back
but
in
it was
Seattle.
fun.
You're back in Seattle, and you've got some things coming up real quick. But let's talk a little bit about Emerald Nights. You played the part of Sonny. I've known you for a number of years now. Let's talk about your experience with that and walk us through that.
Sure. I played Sonny, the FBI agent, in the control tower for the FBI. And I have to say, Scott, you did a terrific job of directing, producing. You put me in the right place and all that stuff. So it was really fun.
Thanks.
I had a barrel of laughs. And it was just really fun meeting all the different actors. And I just had a great time with it.
Yeah.
I was a barrel of laughs, like I said.
I originally had you for a much more bigger part, and you just, with time and everything, you were kind of prepping for your big trip and everything, and I think I ended up giving you your sides, what, 3 or 4 days right beforehand, or was it this day of?
It was like the day of, actually, Scott. Let's be honest, it was the day of.
Okay, all right.
But you know, I'm really sorry about that. I had a lot of things going on. I had
Right,
a couple of different things. I was booked somewhere else, and then I was going overseas, so I couldn't do a bigger role. But next time, hopefully, I can
Let's do it.
certainly
Well, we
assist
got
it.
the clip right now. Let's go ahead and roll that real quick and have a look at you.
One of our units did spot his vehicle leaving the Ivory Tusk in Chinatown.
Excuse me, sir. This photo was taken last week during the Pacific Rim International Gem Expo.
What's Amir Khosrow doing with this guy? I mean, what does he do?
Well, we're really not sure. We think he's into precious stones. A fence, maybe.
Have we briefed Franklin on this? What? You've got to be kidding me.
That was pretty good.
That was fun. That was fun.
Awesome. Yeah.
I've shed a few pounds since then, so I'm a little embarrassed to looking at that. I think I've dropped about 20 pounds since we shot that, Scotty.
Right on, yeah. And we also, at the very end of the flick, we have a small scene I want to roll real quick. You're the owner of the one and only swear word in the TV pilot, which kind of put us at the 11 o'clock time slot. And we've got that clip queued up here. Let's watch that real quick, and then you can walk us through it afterwards.
Sure.
Kid, hold on. Survey 2, this is Mobile 1. We have a CI
down, I repeat, down in the alley behind the restaurant.
God damn it. Get Callahan on the phone and find out where he is.
Right.
Pete, no signs of the package. It is gone.
No signs of the package. I repeat, no sign.
Sir, I just got voicemail. He's off the grid.
That was pretty good. A little emotional deal.
You know, I just wanted to let it fly, Scotty, and I think you did a great job of editing it and putting it all together, you know. And I'm a perfectionist. I think during that scene, I said, "Can we do it again one more time for safety?"
You did,
You
yeah.
know, so
you spiked the audio, too.
I spiked the audio, but you did a great job of putting it together. So I want to compliment you on that.
Thanks.
But it was really fun, you know.
That's super.
A little variety of emotion there.
Good, good. So Little Emerald Nights, and then let's talk a little bit about. You also are a television show host. You are the soccer analyst for the weekly sports series that I do, Emerald City Sports Show, and you've stepped in and done a fine job with the Sounder FC Insider segment. Talk to us about that and your work with that series this year.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, you know, just getting out there and meeting the players and just analyzing the game and giving you the in-depth analysis and stuff about soccer, because really you don't come from a soccer background, but I do.
I don't.
I used to play for Manchester United. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just been a lot of fun, and it's a great sport, and I think it's catching on here in the U.S. And you know, we did a couple of segments on the World Cup, so I think soccer is coming up in this in the USA. So
let's talk about that. I mean, what do you think Seattle is finally embraced the Sounders now? I mean, it's only been here now their second year. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh my gosh, Scott, let me tell you something about Seattle. Seattle definitively is the mecca of soccer in the United States. There's not a better soccer town in America. It's unbelievable, you know. And I don't know exactly what are some of the reasons. I have some ideas, but I can expand on that if you'd like me to.
Yeah, I mean, it's like last year they set the record for most home game attendance, right? Their first year. Their first year in the league, they get the MLS Cup, in which you and I covered.
Right.
And with the Galaxy, Salt Lake. So, and in fact, that was your first appearance with the series. We got you down doing that.
Right.
And now it's the second year's just now completed, and the Sounders are still in the playoffs. Galaxy, we were at the game just recently covering that. I mean, is this momentum? Is this for real? Is it?
This momentum is for real, and let's remember too, Scott, that they have silverware for both years. They won the U.S. Open Cup in their inaugural season, and they won the U.S. Open Cup again in their second season.
Super.
So I'm really excited. It's going to be a full slate on my calendar this fall winter.
Awesome. All right. Well, so good to have you on the show.
Great to be here, Scott. Thank you so much for having me.
Good. All right, guys. That's Nari Naghib, local actor, TV show host.